Tomorrow, that is the 25th of April, the SB 403 bill, piloted by State Senator Aisha Wahab, goes to the CA Senate Judiciary Committee. What is it that's going to happen and what is the process? Let's take a quick look at this. Here we go. First-term State Senator Aisha Wahab, an African American, introduced the SB 403 Caste Discrimination Bill with overt and covert support from for-profit extortion victimhood peddling organizations such as Equality Lab. Since the introduction of the bill, Senator Wahab has refused to meet with her constituents opposed to it. She has been taking pictures and sending out of those people who are for it. This is the difference. You are elected representative of everyone. Should you not be also meeting with those who are opposed to it to try and find out why they are opposed to it? Didn't they also elect you? So there is this big interesting thing that she has not come out and explained. Sometimes some of her staff have met with people, but that is not the same as she meeting because we don't think she understands this at all. So here's what also happened. On Friday, there was a unity dinner for which she had originally signed up. But then seeing the pushback, especially during on the day when there was the Hindu phobia proclamation that was taking place in Fremont City, she has chosen to stay away from this event also. So here is a body which wants to discuss every point of view, and she again makes herself unavailable. So one wonders, what is it that she really stands for and who does she really represent? That's a question for the people of Fremont to ask. As to what is going to happen after that, we'll have to wait and see. But here are some of the people who are weighing in on what they think SB 403 is. Kona has very clearly explained what the issue is. Senator Aisha Wahab wants to add caste as a special category of protection in California law. Why is this a problem? It creates presumption of guilt based on last names, dietary habits, religious markers, etc. Number two, results in religious profiling, stereotyping, stigma for being a Hindu or Indian American. Denies equal protection and due process under law. Current laws already provide necessary and complete protection against all discrimination, such as the Article 14. So what is happening today as this clock winds down, and tomorrow morning at 9:30, there's going to be the hearings in the Senate Judiciary Committee, is everyone is calling the senators and explaining to them why they should say yes or no to SB 403. Clearly, P Group's stand is that this is another way of discriminating against one particular community, especially by those who don't quite understand the issue. To understand why, I'll hold back on that for just a moment, because I want you to hear one other viewpoint. I spoke with 𝗘𝗾𝗂𝗶𝗴𝗵, the president of Viewers, this is somebody that you should have known, I should have known, or I should have met him before, but this is the first time I'm meeting him. He is 𝗘𝗾𝗂𝗶𝗵. He is the president of HAF. 𝗘𝗾, congratulations on a big win recently that we got Fremont to pass this resolution, and the mayor was here just a few moments ago, and she did, she acknowledged HAF for its work. 𝗘𝗾, this is just the beginning here. Right now, HAF is also being targeted by Equality Lab. Kind of talk to us a little bit about, why is Equality Lab taking pot shots at some organization just because they are standing up for the Hindus?
Yeah. Well, Equality Labs is basically a hate group. If you saw the letter from one of the leading civil rights groups and a Jewish American organization, Stand With Us, they sent a letter to the California Senate Judiciary saying that Equality Labs is a hate group. It's an anti-Semitic group. So it's not a surprise that they're going to attack different Hindu organizations. I think they're going to attack everyone if they haven't already. HAF they're attacking because we also opposed the anti-Hindu hate that their founder, who is known as Dalit Divas, 𝗘𝗏𝗃𝗃 Sundararajan, pushed at the California State Board of Education 5 years ago, when she came and she belittled Hindu students who came from Southern California, drove 8 hours in the morning just to come and testify that the textbooks in California were not portraying India and Hinduism correctly. She had to be taken out by security officers from the state capitol. So it's not a surprise that she's continuing this. She's attacking city council members. She was trying to accost some of the city council members who didn't agree with her as well.
Why is it that some people, they keep telling the same lie over and over and over and over? This Goebbelsian idea that 1,000 times if I say a lie, it becomes the truth, when they have no basis at all. How is HAF going to tackle this?
Yeah, I mean, I think her strategy of extreme radicalism and mobilizing people for violence and aggression is backfiring. The city council members who are present, the security, the police officers, and some of the media people, like P gurus, like you've all seen it, and that word is getting around that we're not just dealing with a bad bill, SB 403, but we're dealing with people like Equality Labs who are extremists who shouldn't have a voice in the American mainstream. So I think some of the Jewish organizations have realized this. They've investigated, they've written about her anti-Semitism. Of course, as Hindus, we've been talking about her anti-India and anti-Hindu propaganda as well. And now we just got to let the broader American public know that these are the kind of groups that are going to turn against anyone who doesn't agree with them. And their agenda is extreme, radical. It's not mainstream, it's not Republican, it's not Democrat. It's extreme radical, and that's who we're dealing with. And as India, as a civilization rises, it's the most populous country in the world, the third largest economy, we're going to face more and more hate from people like that. It's not just going to be the extreme right in this country. It's going to be people like this who are extreme radicals.
So you heard Mihir Meghani say about how he felt that Equality Labs not only discriminates against Indian, but also against the Jews. So this is something for the Senate Judiciary Committee to ponder. And some Jewish organizations have actually written to the CA Senate Judiciary Committee about some of the hateful ways in which Equality Labs has been operating. And here's the really interesting thing. How much do the senators who are on the Judiciary Committee really understand it? Here is a tweet today from Senator Dave Min. He says, "I don't know who needs to hear this, but the tactics of trying to intimidate or bully my staff to try to lobby me on a particular bill are very counterproductive." See, the thing is, he doesn't know whether it is yes to SB 403 who's bullying him or no to SB 403 who's bullying him. I wonder if his staff even understand the issue here. How much has the Judiciary Committee spent time looking at this whole issue? This is the big question, and how they're going to vote, we'll find out tomorrow. And this is just one step in making this into a law. And I think this is just the beginning, as we see how ill-intentioned group is trying to somehow they really found people that are basically funding them as if this is a startup, which is a great idea, which is to say that I am going to invent a problem. And guess what? Once you have identified that and accepted that it is a problem, I have a solution for it. And you have to pay millions of dollars to get my solution. Is this what the Equality Labs is trying to do? Well, you decide. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. We will be following the passage of this, how things are going to play out tomorrow, live from Sacramento. So stay tuned. There will be more.